Hello. What is going on, guys? I am NumbNexus, bringing you this video here talking about all of the really good mons that you're more than likely going to want to be banking over, since PokeBank is now officially out like 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday for Sun and Moon now. So if you haven't already gotten it, I don't want to do a tutorial. It's like 15-minute tutorials out there. You literally just buy PokeBank. It's like what, like $5 a year, some shit like that. It is crazy cheap, and you can just import all your mons from previous games like Oris, X and Y into Oris, Oris into Sun and Moon, etc. You know what I mean. But today we're going to be talking about most of the mons that you actually can now use, and the meta is going to change a lot now since you couldn't use all these really good mons that you probably see on screen. It was pre-bank, so now all of this actually can be used now. So we're going to sit down and talk about it. So sit back, relax, subscribe if you are enjoyed it, because I'll be doing some PokeBank Wi-Fi battles and such like that, some PokeBank content. Leave a like, as it will help out a lot. I'd love to hear your feedback on what you are most excited to be banking over. But let's get with it. See, these are going to be the best mons that I think are the best mons to bring over. So of course, Latios. Latios is a staple in the OU meta, and he's been a staple in the OU meta ever since he was dropped down, because I didn't know in 4th gen he was like Uber, he was banned. But Latios has always been a staple in the Smogon singles format. He's always been a staple. So shout out to your boy right here. The Life Orb 3 attack defog set has always been one of the best sets. He's just been fucking amazing. Latios is always good. He's always good. Now that we have the Tapus running around though, I still think he's gonna be good. I think the Tapus are gonna make it more difficult for him to be dropping them Dracos. Joey. So like, you know. So, you know, it's going to be difficult for that as well as Magirna, but we're going to have to see how Latios works. So, hey, maybe, you know, Earthquake Latios, hey, a little off meta right there, but, you know. Mew, of course. Mew has always been good. Mew is just really fat, and it's got its own Z move, too. So that should be pretty cool to use. A lot of people mainly don't use Z offensive moves. A lot of people, what they do is they use Z moves like the setup ones, like Z Hypnosis, Circuitry, and stuff like that, and Z, what is that? I think it was Z Parting Shot, Pukumuku, something like that, but it's like banned, Battle Spot or something like that, and there's a bunch of other ones, like Z Splash. A lot of people use Z moves that don't necessarily do damage, but apply to setup, rather than Z moves like Polarizing Pancake. But Mew Z move will be pretty cool to use. I mean, Mew itself, it'll be pretty good. Mew is a very versatile Pokemon. It literally learns every TM in this fucking world, and not to mention as well as it looks pretty dope shiny. I know there's legit ways to actually get a shiny Mew legit into Sun and Moon. I can't name it off the top of my head, but there are ways for that. But Mew is really good. Mew can put up hazards, Mew can remove hazards, Mew gets recovery, Mew learns every fucking TM in this goddamn game. Mew is very versatile. Mew's got a huge wide move pool, and not to mention it's fat as shit and strong as shit, because it's 100 across the board. Savali, why are you not like this? But yeah, there's Mew, and of course the lovable Heatran. Oh god bless. Heatran's effect in the meta is gonna be huge, because Heatran is a god. Heatran has always been like what, top 10, sometimes top 5 most used of these mons. So the fact that Heatran's gonna be here is huge. It is gonna be huge. Huge. VGC, I don't know if Heatran is allowed in VGC or not. I don't know if he is. I want to say no. But I don't know. I'm gonna say no for now, but I'm very confident in no. But if he is, I'm wrong. I'm not too very well knowledged in VGC. Only a little bit. I'm learning. But Heatran is gonna be really good. Heatran can shut down a lot of mons that have been like obnoxious as shit. I don't know how Tapu Bulu, I know they're gonna be running superpower almost all the time now. Because I mean, normally they sometimes would, but I feel like now it's gonna be more of a staple now for Tapu Bulu turns superpower because of this boy Heatran. And just so I don't sound stupid, I'm almost positive he gets what is it? Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just really sleep deprived, guys, so bear with me. I will make some mistakes, but yeah, Heatran is gonna be a very good staple. A mon that puts up hazards on fire type that is good, because not a lot of fire types are good, and he's just Heatran. He is honestly just Heatran. Heatran has always been good. He's always been a staple, so he's definitely gonna be something that's gonna be really good to bank over. And of course, Landorus, the #1 most used OU mon. what, for the past, since X and Y or some shit like that. Jesus Christ, he has always been used. Always been used. There's never been a time where Landorus-T has never not been good. He's always been amazing. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. He's been fucking, what is it, top tier in OU singles, top tier in VGC. I know he's gonna be godlike within Sun and Moon VGC. I know Tapu Fini is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be annoying towards him because Tapu Fini is really bulky and it learns like Ice Beam, and it's a water type, so it's gonna be a pretty problematic mon for him to deal with, as well as Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu is gonna be difficult for him to deal with as well, since Tapu Bulu is one of the best switch-ins to an Earthquake, as well as he helps the entire team now with Earthquake. And so the Tapus are allowed in VGC format, Earthquake hitting everybody in the field. Tapu Bulu makes it to where him and his partner will be able to soak up that Earthquake a lot better than they would without Tapu Bulu's ability. Grassy terrain. So we're gonna have to see how Lando-T works out, because now he has some mons that will give him some problems. Celesteela is also gonna be giving him some problems as well. It's very bulky. It's literally Skarmory, but like with like more of a unique move pool and a little bit more utility. So it's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, Skarmory is more of a defensive version, variant. What variant? A variation, I should say, of Celesteela. Like, Celesteela is a little bit more of the offensive one, even though Celesteela is commonly ran defensive, but you know what I mean. Essentially, he's gonna be having problems with Celesteela, Tapu Bulu. We're gonna have to see how young Lando-T works out, but Lando-T is always fucking amazing. Subcall mine, stop. But Lando-T's always been amazing. Look at his stats, bro. He's always been amazing, dude. Jesus Christ. That 145 attack, come on, man. 91 speed, oh geez. If they gave him like 20 more points, no. Greninja, and you're probably wondering why I'm saying Greninja on here. Greninja's gonna be on here because now you can run Protean Greninja, which is Greninja's hidden ability, because before you'd always have to run Torrent, or you'd have to run Battle Bond, which is special event ability. But yeah, you actually can run Protean now, which essentially makes Greninja become whatever typing the move that he uses. So if he goes for like Gunk Shot, he becomes a poison type and actually kills fairies, like Clefable. Clefable was the #1 most overused mon for the entire Aurus meta. Clefable has always been fucking amazing. Clefable's always been dog shit crazy good. Landorus has been really good as well, but I know Greninja, before he got banned, was a potent killer for Clefable because of like the mixed Gunk Shot set. So now that Protean Greninja is here, a lot of people speculate that he'll be banned immediately, if not banned quite soon. We'll have to see how that works, but for now we'll just have to kind of go with it. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves. I mean, this nigga is fast as shit, and he's also a Tapu killer. He outspeeds all the Tapus but Tapu Koko. So Tapu Koko's 130. Yeah, he's about like, what is it, Crobat and Jolteon's base speed, whereas he's about like 8 points less than that. But so Greninja is very powerful, so we're gonna have to see how that works out for now. We got your boy Scizor, though. Not much needs to be said about Scizor because you can use him now, but it's the fact that now you can run knockoff on your Scizor. Before pre-bank, you could not run knockoff because it was an Aurus tutor move, something like that. So now that bank is out, yet you can transfer your Scizor from Aurus with that Aurus tutor move, and you now can put it in your Sun and Moon copies, which thus meaning you can now use knockoff, one of the best moves in the game. Ever since this move got buffed in X and Y, it went from like what, base 15 power to base 65. Sure, it doesn't have technician boost, but it's the fact that you have an item boost. So whatever item you're holding, like band, it'll get a banded boost. Plus, if that Pokemon across the field is holding an item, will get that boost as well, and it's super effective, that boost as well. So many boosts. Knockoff is easily one of the greatest moves in the game, in the meta period, no matter what style you're playing. And the fact that you can now use it now is quite huge. So we can go a little bit more into this as well. What is it? Alolan Marowak. Alolan Marowak actually could not run rocks. What is it? He could not run rocks because it was illegal. I think that's also like a or something like that. I can't necessarily remember them all off the top of my head. But he couldn't use rocks. Same thing was like Garchomp as well. Garchomp could not use Stealth Rock because, you know, it wasn't allowed because Bank wasn't out yet. And now that Bank is out, you can use rocks on like your Alolan Marowak and your Garchomp and such like that. Because I know before that, pre-Bank, one of the best rock setter uppers was like Nihilego, Mamoswine. I just commonly use those two. That was me. I'm feel like I'm forgetting a lot. I'm sleep deprived, but I feel like I'm forgetting a lot at the moment. But yeah, you can run rocks on your Alolan Marowak and your Garchomp now. What else actually could you? We could honestly just scroll down the list here and just see, I guess, what we can do. Oh, Metagross actually can now use elemental punches. Before he couldn't. So like he couldn't really use Ice Punch to kill Garchomp pre-bank. That's why Garchomp was like, I think it was like the number 2 or 3 most used mon pre-bank, because he was incredibly powerful. He's always been incredibly powerful, but more than he usually was pre-bank, because like it's Garchomp. He kills everything, and the fact that like, you know, not much could stop him outside the Tapus, you know, and like Alolan, I always call it Alolan Greninja with the Ash Greninja, and more you can go into like that. But you know, Metagross couldn't use Ice Punch. I guess you'd have to try and focus it down with like Meteor Mash and then Headbutt. So there was that. I'm not saying Mega Metagross couldn't shred it. Mega Metagross can easily do that because it's a Mega Metagross, but you know what I mean. The Ice Punch will kill it a lot faster. You know what I mean. But he can now use Ice Punch and such like that. So there is that. There's definitely that for him. It would be pretty good for him. Kind of scrolling down a little more into it. What else are we missing here? Am I maybe missing something here? I know there was a mon that actually can use defog now because of, what is it, the bank being released. Oh, Latios as well. Tangrowth, Rotom Wash. Let's talk about Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash has been seen as like the face of OU for such a long time. I know Clefable had it for like years on years throughout the entire Warriors meta for like 2 years, but you know, Rotom Wash before that was seen as literally the face of the OU meta. So now the fact that you can use him is gonna say a lot, bro. He can really kind of check Tapu Fini well. Tapu Fini Moonblast is still gonna hurt him a little bit, but he can check it. It's not a counter, he's a check, so he could definitely do some numbers to it. Walls one stab move, and he's also can deal a lot of damage to it, so there's that. Really bulky mon. So there's also that, and he can also kind of stop what is it, Alolan Marowak. I mean, sure, you could Shadow Bone you, it's gonna hurt, but the fact that you know could just Hydro Pump it, yeah. But don't go for your Electrical Stab, as he does no Lightning Rod. But yeah, Rotom Wash gonna be really good to use. Kind of scroll down a little more too. If we just keep kind of going down, oh, Megas as well. So like Megasaur, Charizard X, Hoopa Unbound. Oh my lord, Hoopa Unbound can now be used because now he's in the bank. Oh geez, just look at all the stuff in the bank here, bro. Here's a lot of banks of Charizard X, regular Doug Trio, a nice, good arena trap killer. Your boy Excadrill. Excadrill's always been good within the meta. Always been good. He is amazing. Ferrothorn now, a very good wall, very good utility mon. Jirachi. Oh. Let's talk about Jirachi. Jirachi literally takes everything that is wrong with Pokemon, abuses it, times like, what, by 30% what Serene Grace does? It doubles it. Yeah, it doubles the effect, which it makes some moves like 20% or some shit like that. It is terrible. This becomes like, look at this. It says the Pokemon moves has their secondary effect chances doubled, so that just becomes 60%. That's disgusting. He has 60% chance to paralyze you. That's actually disgusting. And he has a 20% chance to gain all the boosts. And they literally, like, it's like they specifically gave a move so you can do like Serene Grace bullshit. It's very fun to use when it's on your team, but when you're going up against one, oh, it is not a pleasant joy to be facing. It is most definitely not. But like I said again, the monster Hoopa Unbound, who can now be used. And I feel like a lot of you are thinking I'm talking about a lot of legendaries, and yeah, I kind of am, because legendaries are powerful as hell. They're called legendaries for a reason, but I did talk about a lot of mons that were in legendaries. What else? They set it out all for us here. Little off meta pick here. Tangrowth. Tangrowth isn't an OE mon, but it's also really fucking good in OU. Like, it's really good. It catches people off guard. Tyranitar. Let's not forget your boy Tyranitar, a very bulky mon. People always overshadow his bulkiness with like he's weak to like 50 billion moves, but no, he's incredibly bulky. Zapdos, a very, very good bulky offensive mon. Another good defog user that can completely get rid of hazards. So shout out to your boy Zapdos there. He out here doing numbers. Another good check to Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini's getting hella checks. Your boy Manaphy. I think, what is it? Doesn't Mantine get defogged now? I'm pretty sure Mantine gets defogged now. Because before he could not pre-bank, and I think now he can. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I'm almost positive. I'm like 99% on that, you know? 99, but we can just kind of scroll down a little more. Just kind of use more mons that are now going to be seen as more viable. A bunch of other moves, like essentially kind of take it to what I said about Scizor as well. A lot of Pokemon that essentially could not use knockoff before and would have to replace it with like Brutal Swing or another dark move, they can now use knockoff because Bank is out. So I know knockoff was a very common move that a lot of mons couldn't use because Bank wasn't out. Bank just was not out. There's all these, look at all these mons you can now use because of Bank. All of these mons, Azos of course, yep. Adaptability, Basculin, all these mons. You can keep scrolling with that. Cresselia, again, another really good mon. All of these mons you can essentially use now because of Bank. Look at that. All of these mons. I feel like I'm forgetting some of the incredibly overpowered ones because I wanted to discuss in this video mainly about the overpowered ones. Of course, yes, I was. Thundurus, of course, let's not forget. Keldeo, let's not forget. Even though Keldeo has to deal with fairies, he is still incredibly powerful. Torn-T, let's not forget Torn-T. Very good mixed attack regenerator user. Oh my lord, regenerator. Oh, it's been a minute. Victini as well, incredibly powerful wall breaker. Jesus, what's a Celesteela? It's gonna fall. It will legitimately just fall. It's gonna fall. Volcanion, again, another powerful wall breaker again. Volcarona, good setup sweeper. All of these mons, dude, holy shit. And then I guess these are like unreleased megas, so have fun trying to get these. They have Marshadow. Oh my god, so these megas you can't necessarily use. They're unreleased, but rip Megalopony, we can't use that. It's like one of the best megas, dude. Or Mega Medicham, crazy, man. Looks like Zard X and Zard Y, they're gonna be living. But yeah, essentially that's it for the video I wanted to talk about. These are generally the best mons that I personally think I could even put down here as well. Thundurus, what is it? Keldeo and Torn-T. Now I know there's always gonna be people saying, oh well, this video is just about legendaries. Yeah, they're kind of the meta. These are legendaries that aren't banned. They're kind of the meta. I did talk about a lot of other things as well, like a lot more mons being able now to use knockoff because knockoff wasn't really allowed for a lot of mons. Elemental punches as well is going to be something for a lot of mons. You could be seeing more common now, like Mega Metagross and etc. Your boy Rotom Wash, Chomped Rocks, Protein Greninja. That's really it. If I missed any, by all means, guys, let me know. But these are just what I think are some of the best mons that are going to be now used in changing the meta drastically now. Drastically is an overstatement, over-exaggerated statement, but they're definitely going to be changing the meta now as this comes out, as well as the VGC meta, like I spoke about, since Rotom Wash and Landorus-T are very commonly used mons in the VGC meta, as well as Alolan Marowak, Garchomp, Thundurus, you know. Commonly used mons within the meta. But that's gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, of course, give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm gonna get out of here. I am NumbNexus.